We all have our favorite Halloween traditions. Carving pumpkins, dressing up in fun costumes, and of course, it's the perfect time of year to embrace all things spooky. Time to watch your favorite scary movies and shows, go to haunted houses and horror attractions in your area, and of course, you've got horror games galore. There's so many great ones to choose from, like Amnesia, Alan Wake, dozens of Resident Evil games, and Silent Hill, which we talked about last time, and if you couldn't gather, I adore. Silent Hill 2, especially, is one of my favorite games of all time. But let's not forget, horror is not just disturbing visuals, mature themes, and explicit, gory violence. Horror is, first and foremost, supposed to be fun. Halloween is supposed to be fun and accessible to everyone, and I think it's easy to forget that, but for me, it's the fun stuff that most perfectly exemplifies Halloween. Spookiness for all ages. And in that vein, what better game is there to play on Halloween than Luigi's Mansion? A game with a delightfully spooky atmosphere, amazing music and visuals, and right at the very start, pants full of shit. I've had Luigi's Mansion since I was a little kid, and it's one of my most played GameCube games. I've played it through and 100%ed it multiple times, so much in fact that it is the reason my GameCube stick looks like this now. Why have I played it so much? Well, for one, it's quite easy to complete because it's so short, possible to breeze through in a single night, which again makes it perfect for Halloween night itself, if you felt so inclined. It's a great mood setter for the night. The atmosphere is absolutely flawless, and I would say it has the perfect balance of spooky and silly. The ghosts are the perfect representation of that balance. They're simply designed, they all have bright colors, but they also have those glowing eyes and permanent grins with sharp teeth. They're not exactly scary, but I mean, this jump scare got me as a kid. You know, it's not even the ghost cry that scared me as a kid, it's Luigi's otherworldly shriek he lets out. As a kid, I didn't even realize that was Luigi. I thought it was the ghost, and even to this day, it kinda creeps me out. I was also unsettled by this shot of Egad waving at Luigi. His big grin and eyes hidden by glasses, the lightning in the background, all made him seem very untrustworthy to me. But at least he does let you chill in his gallery. The mansion is also home to these really great quiet moments that just exist to enhance the atmosphere. A lot of my favorite moments like these are spent outside, where you get this harp version of the main theme. It's at once creepy and a little calming. You feel maybe a little unnerved, but also safe. Not entirely, though. It hits especially hard when you enter the mansion's graveyard. The feeling this setting evokes with this music is indescribable. And you may stop to think how morbid it is. I suspect that Nintendo of America did some pretty heavy localization to eliminate any direct mention of death, but this is a graveyard, implying that people died here, and the mansion is full of ghosts. Also, it's been pointed out that the mansion has several portraits of human figures that seem to resemble some of the ghosts in the game. This one looks like Neville, this one could be Lydia, and this is definitely a picture of a baby that you find in the nursery with a ghost baby. Wow, that is morbid. I think the implication in the game, or at least the English version, is that these ghosts were captured years earlier by Professor Egad and put into portraits until King Boo released them and created the mansion. So maybe all of this is just set dressing put here by King Boo to add to the aesthetic, but that doesn't change the implication that several people died, some of them young children. But they don't seem too bothered by it. Most of the ghosts are just chillin', doing their own thing, which I find pretty cute. Slim Bankshot's playing pool, Granny's just knitting, and Uncle Grimly fucking stands there. There's even one ghost who's a complete pacifist and eventually welcomes going back to her portrait, the psychic Madame Clairvoya. So there are some friendly ghosts here too, as well as some It does a really great job of towing the line between spooks and laughs, and keeping the scary aspects light enough that it won't mortify any kids. As long as they don't think about things too hard. Anybody at all can enjoy this game, and I think it's a perfect game for the Halloween season, and an encapsulation of what makes it so special. I could talk about this game for hours more, but you should really just go play it. If you haven't played this game yet, first of all, what's wrong with you? But secondly, you have options. The original GameCube version is actually pretty affordable, which is not something you can say very often about that system. So if you have a GameCube or a Wii, that option is wide open. The game also got a surprisingly really great remake on the 3DS, which sits around the same price, if not a bit less, and that version added achievements to appease the completionists out there, and a local multiplayer mode if you have friends. This one also comes highly recommended. And as of today, the day this video goes live, the game is available through the NSO library on Nintendo Switch 2. If you're one of those people who has a Switch 2. Not that I'm judging, but I am judging a little bit. However you choose to play it though, it's worthy of being added into your Halloween rotation, and it'll get you in the perfect mood for the Halloween season.